Start. So yeah, gaya pa rin ng dati. So Sir Melvin Molina, yung teacher sa MAPE. Let's have our opening prayer. Everyone, let's bow our head and feel the presence of our dear Almighty God. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning po.
Morning po.
Good morning po.
Sabi nga natin ang mga bumabati at nagre-respond sa sagot sa greetings ng ibang tao ay punong-puno ng biyaya. The rest, yan. May nag-enroll na naman.
Bahoy, ayaw daw.
Naka-record to ha, kaya yung mga nag-enroll diyan na hindi ako informed. Yung mga kapatid, pakisabihan tayo po ay nagre-record.
Bahoy,
Sabi
mute ka
dito,
muna.
Daniel, pakibasa nga po ng ating quotation this morning.
Education cannot wait.
Bahoy, paki-explain.
Sir, yung pag-aaral daw, sir, hindi naghihintay. So, parang ganun.
Hindi nakakapaghintay dahil anong dahilan? Ba't hindi pwedeng maghintay ang edukasyon?
Sir, parang di naman natatapos yung education, sir.
It's a lifelong process, a continuous process. But according to this quotation, education cannot wait. Sabi natin, it's a privilege, responsibility. So, ibig sabihin, tayo lahat may karapatan, meron tayong pribilehyo na makakuha ng magandang edukasyon. Pero wag natin sayangin ng panahon at maghintay pa ng mga panahong palilipasin natin para maghintay sa atin ang edukasyon ng pag-aaral. Kasi ito, as time goes by, ay nalilipasan ng panahon, nagbabago ang sistema, nagbabago ang lahat. So, kagaya sa panahon ng pandemya, biglang binago ang sistema natin lahat. So, wag nating sayangan ng panahon, wag nating palipasin ng panahon na tayo ay nalilipasan din ng ating pagkatuto sa ating pag-aaral. So, napakahalaga ang panahon na tayo ay mag-aaral at panahon na tayo ay matututo. Sapagkat pag tayo ay natututo, tayo ay nagiging responsable, makatao, makadiyos, makabansa, nalalaman natin ang core values ng education na isa sa buhay natin ng maayos. At nagiging tayong isang kahuwaran at kapaki-pakinabang na individual. So let's proceed. Nagpapa-admit. Ayan. So welcome everyone to our class this morning. So tayo po ay nasa pangalawang components ng ating MAPE, which is, anong pangalawang component natin?
Arts.
Yan, arts. Umikot man ang mundo, kapag nag-uumpisa ang ating pagkatuto, tayo ay dapat wini-welcome at wini-embrace natin ang maayos ang ating lahat na matututunan ngayong umaga. So ang ating topic for this morning, pakibasa po sabay-sabay all together.
Arts
Elements and principles of
Period.
Pwede na tayong bumuo ng choir, iba-ibang tono. Art elements and principles of Renaissance and Baroque period. So, ang topic po natin this morning. So, this time, so sabi natin dito, ay ang ating unang competency, yung analyzes art elements and principles and production of work following a specific art style. And number 2, identifies distinct characteristic of arts during Renaissance and Baroque period. So let's have our background information para sa inyong lahat. So Renaissance period, yung 1400s to 1600s. Arts of the Renaissance period covers artworks produced during the 14th, 15th, and 16th centuries in Europe. The word Renaissance comes from the word renaître, which means rebirth. Pagkabuhay na muli, it pertains to art, particularly in Italy, such as sculptures, paintings, music, architecture, and literature. The most common subject of this period is human philosophy. The focus was on realistic and humanistic art period. Renaissance art was characterized by accurate anatomy, scientific perspective, and deeper landscape. So, Binoya, pakibasa nga po ng ating famous Renaissance artwork number 1.
Pieta by Michelangelo. Image from Treasures of the World book by Golden Press. Pieta is the portrayal of pain that had always been connected with the idea of redemption as represented by the seated Madonna holding Christ's body in her arms.
So ano kayang ibig sabihin nito, Kesley? In your own opinion, De Guzman, Kesley, is Kesley around? Okay, Kesley. Go ahead.
Ito po daw po yung nagpo-portray dun po sa, nakakonect po ito sa redemption. Pinapakita po dito na si Madonna daw po ay holding po yung si Christ in her arms.
Di ba nakikita nyo, kung ikaw yung babae, it represents yung ni Madonna ang babae na tangan-tangan niya, kalong-kalong, kandong-kandong niya. Sino yon? Si Jesus Christ. So nararamdaman yung pain, yung yung mga sakit na naranasan. So sa buhay natin, ganun din tayo. So ang ating mga magulang nararanasan ang mga nararanasang sakit o nararamdamang pagkabigo, pighati ng kanyang mga anak. Bagamat hindi natin na-express sa magulang, nararamdaman na ng mga magulang kung ano ang nararamdaman natin. Dahil may burden, mayroong limitation at mayroong wall kapag tumatanda tayo at lumalaki kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng gap sa parents. So swerte ang mga anak na nagpapakita ng open communication with parents, with their mother. So kung ano man yung nararamdaman dito, pinapakita yung nasasaktan na kailangan nating bumawi sa mga karamdamang ating naranasan sa buhay. So next. So So pakibasa nga nito, Russell.
Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, made from CCP Library. The Mona Lisa is a half-length portrait of a woman by Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci, which has been acclaimed as the best known, the most visited, and the most written about the most parodied work of the art in the world.
Yan. So, kung i-recall natin, di ba nagkaroon pa ng pelikula na ang subject doon ay si Mona Lisa, ang si Leonardo da Vinci, ang buhay ni Leonardo da Vinci ang pinag-usapan doon. At ang very controversial pictures o paintings o artwork na kasama niya doon ay si Mona Lisa. So ang ginagampanan ng artwork na to sa panahon ng Renaissance, talagang hanggang sa kasalukuyan ay nabubuhay pa ang kaluluwa ni Leonardo da Vinci at nananalaytay sa dugo ng lahat na nakasaksi kung gaano kagaling si Leonardo da Vinci. Yan. Sunod. Next naman ay si James.
David by Donatello. Image from CCP Library. It is a 5.17 meter or 17.0 feet marble statue of standing male nude. The statue represents the biblical hero David, a favored subject on Art Florence. Originally commissioned as one of the series of statues of prophets to be positioned along the roof of the east end of Florence Cathedral. The statue was placed instead in public square outside the Palazzo Vecchio.
Yeah,
The seats of civic government of Florence in the Piazza della Signoria, where it was unveiled on September 8, 1504.
So yan, as you can see, ang ating slide na to ay focus on artwork of Donatello, yung ating David, na matatagpuan sa Florence. So sa Florence Cathedral. So merang hawak siyang sword. Siya ay male, nude, biblical character. So isang isang prophet. So ang biblical hero na si David. So David and Goliath. Natandaan niyo pa 'yon? Ang David and Goliath?
Yes po.
Yan.
Yes po.
Sino si David sa kwento?
Yung bata, sir, na tumalo kay Goliath.
Anong gamit niya?
Sir, parang pamana, tapos may bato lang yun. Ang tawag doon.
Slingshot. Yung sa atin ay paltik. Sa kanila ay slingshot.
Opo, sir, tapos may bato lang, sir.
Bato. Ang kalaban niya ay si
Goliath, sir.
Goliath. Isang higanting sundalo. Yan. So dahil ipinapakita dito kung gaano kalaki ng ginampanan sa history, sa biblical history ni David against Goliath. So kahit maliit tayo, sabi nga, walang malaking nakakapuwing. Kumbaga ay maliit man, small but terrible. Yan ang sabi natin. Ayun naman kumana sa cursor ko. Next natin. So Baroque art, let's proceed naman sa ating panibagong topic dito, yung ating Baroque art during the 1600s to 1800s. Baroque was a period of artistic styles and exaggerated motion, drama, tension, and grandeur. The style started in Rome, Italy, and spread to most Europe. The Roman Catholic Church highly encouraged the Baroque style to propagate Christianity, while the aristocracy used Baroque style for architecture and arts to impress visitors, express triumph, power, and control. After the idealism of Renaissance and the slightly forced nature of mannerism, Baroque art above all reflects the tension of the age, notably the desire of the Catholic Church in Rome to reassert itself in the wake of the Protestant Reformation, which is almost the same Catholic Reformation art of the period. So during this Baroque period, sabi natin dito ay exaggerated motion, artistic styles of exaggerated motion, drama, tension, and grandeur. Halimbawa, lahat ng ginagawa natin is in form of exaggeration. So, let's say, for example, pag tayo ay umiiyak, ini-exaggerate ng mga bata ang pag-iyak para mapansin ng mga magulang. Tama ba, Daniel?
Opo.
Tama din ba, Tyron? Nakapaghihingi ng pera sa magulang at may kailangan, minsan i-exaggerate natin para ma-convince natin ang ating parents. Tyron. Yan. Butit gising pa si Tyron. So let's proceed. Ano ba naman to? May nakakanta pa talaga. May kumakanta. Balik natin. So, yan. Famous, ano nga nakalagay sa taas? Famous artwork during the Baroque period.
Baroque period.
Okay. Pakibasa naman, Tenorio.
Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio, image from CCP Library. Image from Treasure of the World book by Golden Press Incorporation, copyright 1961. The conversion of Paul the Apostle was, according to the New Testament, an event in the life of Paul the Apostle that led him to cease persecuting early Christians and to become a follower of Jesus. It is normally dated to AD 34-37.
Yan. Itong conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio, conversion of Paul the Apostle was according to the New Testament, an event in the life of Paul that Apostle that led him to cease persecuting early Christians and to become a follower of Jesus. So, yung makikita niyo yan. Oh. Kasunod natin, si Ezekiel Andal. Next. Famous artwork.
Self-portrait by Rembrandt, image from CCP Library. A self-portrait is a representation of an artist that is drawn, painted, photographed, or sculpted by that artist.
Yeah, so a self-portrait is a representation of an artist that is drawn, painted, and photographed or sculptured by that artist. Sino ang artist na yon? Si Rembrandt. Sino ang gumawa ng Sino ang gumawa ng conversion of St. Paul? Si Caravaggio. Tandaan niyo yun, ha? And next natin. So, JP de Alday.
Sir.
Totoy Basa.
Spanish for the ladies and waiting is a 1656 painting in the...
Teka na, wala. Babalik ko.
Sir, ayun.
Okay, sorry. Sige, proceed.
Muse del Prado in Madrid by Diego Velázquez, the leading artist of the Spanish Golden Age.
Yan, Las Menenas in the Maids of Honor by Velázquez. So this is Spanish ladies during the 1650s. Ito yung paint na ginawa ni Velázquez na matatagpuan, can be found in Museo del Prado sa Spain, sa Madrid, na si Diego Velázquez ay a leading artist of the Spanish Golden Age. So yan. So kilalang-kilala during the Golden Age si Diego Velázquez. And the next one, kanta. So, let's proceed with our activity proper. So, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, maganda ng bond paper, crayon, and permanent marker. So, pakibasa nga ng ating number 1 procedure. Lexter Camacho.
Wait lang po. Draw an object in accordance with the principles of the art of the
Baroque
style.
So draw an object in accordance with the principles of the art of the Baroque period. Number 2, pakibasa po, Python, John Mark Python. Nasaan si John Mark?
Black lang po yung screen niya eh.
Anong nangyari?
Sir, sabi niya rin po sa GC, wala daw po siyang makita.
Arrange the object in different colors as the background, middle ground, and foreground po.
Yan. Arrange the object in different colors as the background, middle ground, and foreground. Number 3. Si Francine Meralpis, pakibasa na number 3.
Apply color harmonies to achieve proper contrast and values of colors.
Yan. So we have 3 procedures. Number 1, draw an object in accordance with the principles of the art of the Baroque style. And number 2, arrange the object in different colors as the background, middle ground, and foreground. And the last one will be apply colors harmonies to achieve proper contrast and values of colors. So we have here a guide questions. I'm going to read number 1. What are the elements of art shown in your drawing that depicts Renaissance style? Mamaya, sasagutin niyo yun after nyo magawa ang ating activity. Number 2, how are these elements and principles of arts important in creating an artwork? And number 3, what is the message conveyed in your own drawing? So pag ginawa nyo na yung inyong scenery spot natin, activity number 1, sasagutin ninyo ang 3 guide questions na kayo ay naka-video. Yung ginagawa natin, halimbawa, ipapakita ninyo ang inyong scenery spot, inyong artwork. Nakaharap kayo sa camera, kita nyo ang inyong nagawa. Halimbawa, ang ginawa nyo scenery spot ay tabing dagat. Pagpalagay na natin sa Pilipinas natin, i-localize natin. Kung saan man kayo nakarating, halimbawa ay sa Hanas Beach Resort sa Ilocos, sa Boracay, scenery, magagandang lugar dito sa atin. So tapos ipapaliwanag niyo, what are the elements of art shown in your drawing? Ano daw art elements ang nakita? Yung ba ay mayroong anong mga elemento na mayroon sa sining na nagawa na natin yung nakaraan na pag-aralan na natin. Number 2, how are these elements and principles of arts important in creating an artwork? Ito ba ay nakatulong sa paggawa ng ating likhang sining? Oo, sasabihin ko, yes, sir. Because I believe that art elements are very important and relevant to my artwork due to, ganon. Number 3, what is the message conveyed in your drawing? So, my artwork represents my emotions and my feelings and my love of nature. So, sasabihin yung ganyan. So, kayo ang bahala doon mag-explain, nakaharap sa camera. Tapos, ise-send po uli sa akin by group. Maliwanag po yon?
Opo.
Mamaya natin po ito gagawin. Lalampasan muna natin kasi ay gagawin nyo yun mamaya. Tapos habang kayo nagbibideo habang gumagawa,